Hello everyone, good morning. Uh, Welcome to another session of webinar where I'll be teaching how to populate a Word template using Power Automate but with dynamic content. Meaning to say, you pull the data from SharePoint and create a certificate and put it into your SharePoint or have it in your local folder or send an email. You can do it anyways. So for that, in my previous video I had showed you how to design a Word template, how to give the developer options, and how to populate the Word template into Power Automate. So that I had showed you just the static values and not the dynamic values. You can refer to my previous video for that, but for today's session I'll be showing it to you from dynamic content. So for that I have to make a SharePoint list ready. I'll just show it to you. I have a SharePoint list ready here with title, category, and all this stuff here. So what I'm going to do is, once I click on this button or click on any record and click on automate and click a particular flow that I want to populate this template into Power Automate and then send an email to the desired person who has taken the training. So for that I'll create a new flow. I'll show it to you. Go to automate.com. Go and create a flow. It will be an automated cloud flow because when you select an item, the action should trigger, the flow should trigger, right? So for that we have an action here saying when for a selected item, for a selected item from SharePoint, when an item is selected. Yeah, yeah. So the flow name can be anything. Cert from SharePoint. Okay, and I'll create this flow. Switch off the new designer. So my site address will be Sayana Cloud Consulting, where my SharePoint list has been stored. That is the site address, and the page name will be training students. So if you see in this is the training student, and this is site address, Sayana Cloud Consulting. Under that, I have a list called training students with some data populated here. Next, I will get that particular item. It's not when an item is created. It's when it's for a selected item. Sorry, SharePoint. Go to SharePoint action for a selected item. Yeah, this is the actual flow for a selected item. Sana Cloud Consulting list name will be training students, and then I'll have to get that item, which item I have selected. So for that we have an action called get item. Not items, get item, because I want to, because here I'm selecting single one. So that particular item will be called. You can make it twice, thrice, or using get items, but for now I'll show you the single one. Go to select the same site address. List name will be the same, training students, and ID is the unique identifier, meaning to say which record was selected from this previous step will be coming into this place, saying get item. So it will be dynamic content. Select the ID. Next, once I get the particular selected item, I will populate my template now using an action called populate a word template. Sometimes it will be not visible in this list, so just give it word online. Yeah, So find this one first and then populate a Microsoft Word template. You can find it in this method as well. Next, the location will be from where the template had been stored. So in my case, I've stored it in OneDrive. So if I'll download and show it to you. This template was already created previously, which was shared in my previous video. I'll show this video to you. Sorry, Word for template to you. So this was previously created with all the variables set in this place, right? So this I've uploaded into OneDrive. That I'll be calling it into Power Automate here. Location will be OneDrive for business. Document library will be OneDrive again. File will be the file which is the populate participation certificate to populate it. So for category, I need to give category, which is a field value from coming from SharePoint list category, right? Date will also be from here, date attended, which is again this one, date attended. It will go and sit in the same place where I have put a variable in my Word. Title will be nothing but your title. So in this case, it will be BI developer Power Automate. It depends on the person who has taken the certificate or the course. Student name will be student name and signed by will be who signed it actually. Sign person. Sign person. I'm not populating the image for now, but I'll be populating the text. You can populate image as well by using the image control in your automate in your Word template. Next, once it is populated, it has to send an email to that desired person, right? So for that, there's an action called send an email. Send an email version 2. So you can send it to the person using the dynamic content. So in our SharePoint list, we have some emails here. I've set it to my own email ID, but if John Dave has his email, you can set his email in this place. It will be going to that particular person. So for demonstration purpose, I'm showing it to you by using my own email. So I'll get it from my uh, email. Yeah, it will be coming from get item. Get item means which selected record will have the email. That email will be pulled into this place, right? Don't use the email user email one, which the user email is nothing but your logged in account email, which will not work out. Then subject can be again dynamic. It can be from title, because in my Power Auto SharePoint list, I have something from title, right? Subject title, and after this I can give certificate or something, anything as you wish. Certificate. Body can be anything. Hi, I have attached my I have attached your certificate with this mail. Thanks, admin. And then we'll have to attach the uh, certificate in this place, which has populated in the previous steps. So I will just give it a certificate dot docs. Content will be from the previous action. Populate a Microsoft Word template. The body of this. So for now, we'll be going it in Word, going in the Word format. Yeah, now everything is set. Now I'll go to my SharePoint. I will select any one record here. Before that, just refresh it so that that flow will come and sit in this particular automate thing, right? So I will select this record and click on this button which is automate, and you get the name of the Power Automate flow here. Cert from SharePoint, right? Certificate cert from SharePoint will be coming in this place. So if I select this record, click this drop down and select this. It'll ask you for running the flow. Hit on continue, run flow. So I must be receiving an email in 1 or 2 seconds. If you go and check the flow, it has succeeded here, which means I might have got my email. Let me just check it in my inbox. Yes, I've got that email. Power Automate certificate. So the thing was in my SharePoint, it was Power Automate was the title, right? So I've got the same title there, and there's a certificate attached to mine. I just download it. Let's save it to downloads. Okay, now I'll open that certificate. Downloads certificate. Yeah, now it says certificate of participation, Power Automate. This certificate is awarded to Guy Tony, who's the name of it, and the date when he participated. So if you see in my SharePoint list, Guy Tony, and who's the signed person, Nizam Hussain. Nizam Hussain has come into this place. Date has been populated. Yeah. So everything is perfect now. So this is how you can populate Word templates dynamically from SharePoint. This is used usually in cases where you have huge set of employees or training students where you want to send out the certificates. It's not like you need to select each thing once and do it. You can select multiple items for multiple selected items and use the trigger action so that certificates will be sent at one shot. No one has to sit over there and manually do it. Just type in a Excel sheet or SharePoint list, populate them using Power Automate, and then an automation will be taken place. That is all for today. Thank you.